Okay, so in this class, it's very helpful to have web developer tools. So there are several that we're going to go through in this first week, and they're all strong in their own areas, and you'll probably find some that you gravitate to more than others. But whatever the case may be, it's always a good idea to have some good web developer tools built into your browser that you can use to troubleshoot with. So the first one I'm going to show you is the Web Developer Toolbar. This was actually one of the first web developer tools that I had available as I started using HTML and CSS. And so, and it's still really good. I still use it pretty regularly. So to install it, you can install it on Firefox or Chrome for Mac or PC. I'm going to show you here on Firefox what to do. So you'll go up to Tools, then you'll go to Add-Ons, and you'll go just search all add-ons, and you'll just type in Web Developer. It might show you My Add-Ons. You want to click on the link here to show available add-ons, and it should be this first hit, this Web Developer 1.2.4 with this gear. If in doubt, click on it. You'll want the one that's developed by Chris Pederick. He's the one who put it together. So you see it's got 5 stars. This has been around for years, and it's still just doing great. So go ahead and install it. And you might need to restart Firefox. So I'll go ahead and restart. Okay, then I get his website. Awesome. And if I go over to Chrome, I can also get it there too. So in Chrome, you'll come over here to get your menu. You'll go to, let's see, where are we going here? I believe it would be in Settings, Extensions, and then we'll want to browse the gallery, and we'll look for Web Developer, and there it is, the same one by Chris Pederick. We'll go ahead and add it to Chrome, add, and voila, we get his website again. So it's added here as well. So okay, so let's go switch back to Firefox because that's come back up. So it looks a little bit different depending on the browser you're using. In Firefox, you get this toolbar. Chrome is a lot more concerned about screen real estate. So in Chrome, you just get this gear that you click, and then you get a palette that pops out. So I'll show you some of the things that you can do that make the Web Developer Toolbar so nice. One thing that you can do is you can view CSS. So I'm going to click on this, and I can see all the CSS for this particular page. That is cool, but it's not awesome. So let's show you some stuff that's even cooler. So if you go and choose Display Style Information, then you can hover around and you can see different things. So here, how is he making this toolbar here just kind of float there? Let's see, I'm just going to hover around till I highlight it, and then you'll notice up at the top of this, right about here, you have kind of a trail of all of the different selectors and pseudo classes and things that are being used, so you can identify exactly what's being targeted or what can target this particular element. So if I click, you'll notice down here at the bottom, I can bring this up. I have all of the styles that are being used to style just this line here that I clicked on. And if I go and I click on something else, then I see the styles that are affecting that. That's cool, isn't it? So that can really help you in identifying what it is you need to do. If I wanted to actually, if I were working on this site and I wanted to restyle this somehow, I would click on that, and then I would be able to look up up and I would be able to see exactly what it is I need to style. So I would be able to say, well, let's see, I need to style this block. So I'm going to want to make sure in my CSS that I target div ID content div dot success module. Alright, so that's cool. Some other things that are handy, you can edit the CSS. Ooh. So here's all the CSS files, and you can come in and you can tweak the CSS. You're not going to actually tweak it directly and for good, but this is more of a permanent sort of a thing. So for example, let's say right here on this anchor tag, let's say we want to do something a little bit different. Actually, maybe I can find something a little better. Let's say here we're going to take this this anchor tag, and we're going to change the color to red. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know whether that'll exactly change, but I can adjust the CSS. Oh, there it is. So you can see there's where the underline went red when we tweaked that. And if I change this back to pound 999, there it is. Again, it's back to this black line here. So anyway, that can be a great way to test your CSS on the fly. When you're done, if you like what you've done, you can hit save, and you can save your changes to that file onto your computer. And that can save you just a lot of time. That way you can really be looking at your site and you can use some trial and error. Okay, I'm going to just turn those off by coming back and checking. That puts us back to normal. Let me show you some other cool tools. This is fun. I'm going to go to miscellaneous and display ruler. Oh, I love this tool. So yeah, you can get a ruler on the screen. It's so hard sometimes to figure out exactly how big you need to make something, and so you can just pull out this ruler and you can say, oh, how big a block do I have to work with to fit this image in, and you can just drag your ruler out and you can put it over and it'll tell you, oh, there we go, 261 pixels by 213, and it'll give you your start position and your end position, and oh, that's just so awesome. So awesome. Boy, you can even change the color of your ruler if you want. Okay, I love the ruler. So helpful. Other things, let's say you're having just a heck of a time figuring out what fits where. You want to, you've got some div elements in there that are kind of, you don't know exactly where they are. You want to see what their dimensions are. You can come and you can display. So I click display div dimensions, and all of a sudden, look, oh, I've got all my divs outlined, and I can see exactly how wide they are and what they're called and what IDs they have and classes. Oh my goodness, this is so nice. So now if I'm having a hard time with this particular div and I don't, for some reason something's spilling over funny, I can look and I can see, oh, well, part of my problem is that this div inside is this width and this one out here is this width, and maybe those two aren't matching up. Now that's not the case on this site, but sometimes it is when you're working with your class. So, and you can see, oh, what order are they into, which one comes first and second, in what order are they appearing in the code. Oh, this is just great. Okay, images. What do? Let's see. We can. Let's look at our background images. What's a background image versus what's a foreground image? I'll just hide my background images. Oh, there we go. That was a background image. Cool. All right. I'm going to outline my images. Yeah. Well, this is an image. Now, it's not going to outline background images, but it'll outline some of the images that are in the foreground. Okay. Actually, maybe I can outline background images. Yes, I can. Okay, there. Okay. You might be looking at some of this and wondering, where is this going to come in handy? Believe me, the time will come. When you're testing forms and things, you have information there, tools there to be able to clear your form fields or display form details, that sort of thing. Show the form action that's going on when something gets clicked or whatever. Let's see some other neat stuff. You can validate your CSS, your HTML, your Section 508 compliance for accessibility, all of that here. So let's just go ahead, just for fun on this site, let's validate the HTML. And look, it's successfully checked as HTML5. That better, because this guy's a web developer guru. So, but let's check as well on our CSS. How's that looking? Oh, we found a few errors. Okay, so well, he could go in and fix a few of those using his own toolbar. Let's go and check and see how compliant it is with accessibility. Oh, it's not going to let me do that. Oh, bummer. Well, let's try. Yeah, alright, well, fine then. Okay, I've been spending enough time going through this, but just a couple of more things to point out. You can disable your styles if you want to see what happens there. Disable all styles. Disable browser default styles if you want to see why something's appearing one way or another. Sometimes, well, all browsers have their own styles, and you can disable those and just see how the page changes. So maybe one of the troubles that you're running into is that you haven't reset a browser style by zeroing things out on the margins and padding and whatnot. So you can see if that's happening by disabling your browser styles. You can disable. Let's see what happens if we disable all styles. Whoa, look at what happens to this page. Okay. Great. Well, get in here and play around with this toolbar. This is just a nice handy tool. When we get into, if you get into JavaScript later, you can pull this up and you can see what JavaScript errors might be thrown and all that. So there's just a plethora of options to help you with troubleshooting with this toolbar, and it will save you a lot of time and help you in immense ways as you get in and start building your websites.